Hey guys, welcome back to Livin MN Outdoors, and thanks for tuning in to this week's fishing report. It's great to be back doing the ice reports again this winter. So excited to be back out on the ice, and can't wait to be putting together a bunch of ice fishing content for you guys. Before we get into this week's report, if you guys could, any of the resorts or guides mentioned in the report, if you guys use them, please let them know you saw them on Livin MN Outdoors. It goes a long way with helping them know that this is working, and then we get the best info back in return. So go ahead, mention that you saw them on here. We greatly appreciate it. Now let's dive into this week's report. This past Monday, November 21st, I was able to get up on Upper Red Lake. We walked out about half-mile east of West Wind Resort. We found anywhere from 3 to 5 inches of ice. The traveling conditions on the ice were really good. There's not a ton of broken up jumble ice out there this year. Pretty good walking. You probably want some ice cleats if you're gonna go up there. As far as the water visibility, it was very murky. You could only see your jig down about 16 to 18 inches in the water. We marked a ton of fish, but not a lot of fish wanted to bite. Now I believe JR's Corner is open starting today, and then Rogers, West Wind, I believe Beacon Harbor, those are all going to open up on Black Friday. So if you want to get up to Red Lake this coming weekend, go ahead, talk to the resorts, make sure they're still going to be open, and go have some fun chasing some walleyes. But let's move over to our normal lakes that we cover. Let's start up on Lake Winnibigoshish. I talked to Chad from the Pines Resort and Scott from zupsguideservice. They have about 3 inches of ice out in Tamarack Bay right now. They're gonna hold off on letting people walk out there this weekend. They're gonna wait and see what Mother Nature does with this little bit of a warm up. But then they are planning on allowing out foot traffic the first weekend in December. Now, if you guys want to book a cabin for up there, they have cabins available. If you want to book a trip for later in the year, whether it's a cabin, a skid house, or a wheelhouse, go ahead, call Chad. If you want to stay in a wheelhouse, call Scott from zupsguideservice. They'll get you set up with a fish house rental, and they're always moving their houses, keeping them on the active schools of fish, and you'll have a great time up there. Now the Pines Resort, they did overhaul their access. They made it wider, not so tough to get up and down now with the big trucks and ice castles. So it's going to be really nice for this season. So don't worry about the access. It's going to go smooth, and go have a great time up there. Now the Pines also has a full bar and restaurant. They have amazing fried ice cream. They're going to be running pull tabs. Going to be a blast up there. Highly recommend booking a trip up there this year. If you've never been there, the fishery is awesome. You're going to catch fish, and who knows, maybe we'll even see you up there. So if you're looking to get up to Lake Winnibigoshish, go ahead and call Chad from the Pines Resort. All right, moving over to Leech Lake. I talked to Cam from Horseshoe Bay Lodge. Leech Lake is freezing over. He said as far as he can see, it's all locked up. They have ice. He didn't really go into detail on how much ice. They are not going to be allowing out foot traffic this weekend. So if you're planning on going up to Leech, Horseshoe Bay, they're not allowing people out of there. I don't know if any of the bays are froze over, anything like that. But it might be worth calling some of the local bait shops up there and finding that out. Now, as far as later in the season, Horseshoe Bay Lodge, they plow tons and tons of ice roads out there. With a road pass, you get a free slip for your wheelhouse or whatever you might need. They have hotel rooms, big group rooms that you can rent, pool, hot tub, sauna, full bar and restaurant, anything you could ask for, they offer it, and they will take great care of you. So if you're wanting to get up to Leech Lake this year, go ahead and call Cam from Horseshoe Bay Lodge. Now, if you're looking to rent a wheelhouse out on Leech Lake, we are partnering up with Onlyoutdoors. They're going to be renting out ice castles this year. They're going to be running them out of Horseshoe Bay Lodge. So if you want to go stay in a really nice ice castle on some really good fish, that's the place to go. Go ahead, call Tanner, get that booked up. They're filling up fast, and it's going to be a great time up there. All right, now moving over to Mille Lacs Lake. I talked to Jeff from Castles Resort. He told me in Isle Bay they have 4 inches of ice right now. Now, he didn't say how far he went out and checked that ice. They're not going to allow foot traffic out this weekend, but he said the ice is coming along really nicely. They do want to keep an eye on it as the warm-up is coming, like I said before, but they're hoping for the first weekend in December to allow foot traffic, if not possibly ATVs. So keep in contact with Castles Resort. We'll be updating you as well. They have cabins. They're going to have fish house rentals later in the season. They have live bait, propane, whatever you might need. Stop in there. They have it. They'll take good care of you, and you will have a blast fishing with Castles Resort. Now, something they're going to do this year, with every road pass you buy, you're going to be entered into a drawing. They're going to have some awesome prizes. All you have to do is buy a road pass, go out there and fish, and you're entered into a drawing. Doesn't get much better than that. So if you guys are looking to get up to Mille Lacs Lake this year out of the Isle Bay area, go ahead and call Castles Resort and get that trip booked as soon as possible. Now, as far as a local report, I'm in the Princeton area. 90% of the lakes are locked up now. I've been seeing people out there fishing on them. I don't recommend you just go running out there. You need to bring a spud bar. You need to have ice picks. You gotta check the ice as you go. It's still early. There is thin ice. You need to be careful. There's no fish in the lake worth dying over. Make sure you have the right safety equipment. Make sure you have a buddy with you. Let people know where you're going. Take all the precautions. Go slow. We got a lot of season left, and you don't need to ruin it early in November. Now, if you guys do make it out ice fishing, you catch some fish, take some pictures. If you want to send them in, our email, livinmnoutdoors@gmail.com. We'll post those pictures in next week's fishing report. We'll give you a shout out. We love seeing all those pictures and appreciate when you send them in. So we hope you guys can make it out soon. Remember, be kind on the ice, pick up your trash, don't crowd your neighbor, but go out there, have fun, and most importantly, don't forget to get on out there and get living.